I'm gonna show you the best way to get this quest done and get the maximum amount of credits you can for this quest. So we have to go in here. We're at Sidonia right now. And we have to go to the Trade Authority building. So head on over.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
It's right around the corner here on the right. There. You have to start the quest seeing this guy first.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Choose any of these.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost. Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts. They were all devils. Red Devils. A UC Marine unit based here on Mars, though they were disbanded shortly after the Colony War. I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that. That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
I'm going to show you later how much he owes. Choose the first one.
Pity. Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
Yeah, so let's go.
Deimos Staryard acknowledges the efforts of its citizens.
So I'm just gonna jump because I don't want to. I hate taking stairs. I'm just gonna jump. If you want to try this, I just let you know I have no fall damage. So, and there. So if you go in here, they don't want to deal with you because you're not a Red Devil.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
So choose Hadrian sent me. If you choose the first option, they're going to ask you some test questions to find out if you really are a Vanguard.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker? Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
Yeah, choose Hadrian Sanon. Because they know her.
That's so. Now if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right. Maybe she did send you. Or maybe you just know where to buy your fakes. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person'd make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Choose the first one.
That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion? Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct.
Yeah, you can do that.
If
And then
you've got credits to throw
pay them
away.
and get it done with.
Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. But one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance.
So he's
behind
telling
the
you about
bar,
the secret
broken
entrance,
spear.
how to get to the Trade Authority
Ooh.
terminal.
And you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
So I'm going to show you both ways how to do it.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation.
This guy. Let's go talk to him.
Secure this article and find
Heard you talking with Lou. So you're going to help Dr. Walker?
detonation occurred in 5.
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Oh, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the Trade Authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some. It's mostly iron and about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new, and we think we found a use for it. Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Particle
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. This is the best way. I'm gonna show you how to find out how much Percival owes. And also, if you want, you can change the amount that Percival owes, but don't do it because, not because you're gonna get caught or anything. There's no point, because even if you change it to 1 credit, so I'm just gonna boost up here. The trade authority is gonna pay it off, so let them pay off the maximum amount if you want to get the maximum amount of money out of this new chem. So back up the stairs, and we're going to the trade authority terminal, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Here we are. Turn left. It's okay, they're not going to do anything to you, so go in here. Then go up these stairs here. But this door is locked, so you're going to have to pick the lock. Pick it, you go in, ignore the first terminal, go to the second terminal. You open it up, and it's got like 3 entries in it. It's the last one, obviously. It says Percival Walker. So you can see he owes 21,867 credits. And here you can change the balance to whatever you want. Even 1 credit. But if the trade authority is going to pay it off, just let them pay off the maximum amount. And I'm going to show you the other way that Lou was talking about, that you can get to from behind the bar. In case you want to go that route. Maybe if your sneak skills are not as good. Both ways I've done it, and it's not a big deal for sneaking. As long as you're hidden, you're okay. This is the bar. So go down to the bar and go around the back.
I could use a break.
Go behind the bar.
Just passing through, or here
Go
to
into
stay?
the kind of next storage room. Go up the stairs. Just keep going. Going. At a certain point, you're going to come to the room with a security guard and a guy, but they don't care. They're just going to make small talk. Just go right on in.
Break time. Come on, you can make it.
Go in here. And then when you get here, you have to turn left and go down these stairs. You go down here. This is the same room we were in before, where the terminal is. Turn around, I'll show you. On the right is the way down to the trade authority. So we're just gonna go back that way so you can see. Okay. And here we are. They don't care. Even if you're detected, they're not gonna say anything. So now we're gonna have to go to find the recipe. So we're just gonna boost. I mean, it's not far. See where the marker is? We're just gonna boost over there. There's spacers, so be careful. There's one on the roof. And there's a whole bunch inside, obviously, so just if you want, just be careful. Go through this orange door. This will take you inside the mines. Go through the orange doors again. You can sneak your way through, or you can just go through guns blazing if you want, whatever. It's based on your level, so it's not going to be really hard.
Where?
There's a door here that you can just cut those. You can even use an axe. Some guy who's hiding away like a hermit here, and he's got some stuff, so you can just pick it all up. Okay, now back outside. Continue on our way. So wherever the red light is, that's the direction we're gonna go. So go towards the red light. You're gonna come to an orange door. Just go to where the orange door is. And it's gonna be on your left. There it is. So go through the door. More spacers inside. Jump. Just don't do it if you're gonna break your leg. You can just take the stairs if you want. I jump because I don't like stairs. So down here is a whole bunch of loot you can pick up. But of interest here is on the top level, you're gonna get a skill magazine. So be sure to pick that up before you leave. Up here, go into this building up here. This is where you're gonna get the skill magazine, right here on this table. There you go. And behind, on the desk behind it, you're gonna get the contraband. There, now we can proceed. Let's go get the recipe. I mean, this is the easiest way by far. Instead of going in and changing amount and all that, Lewis, no matter whether you change it or not, he's going to give you 500. He's still going to give you 500. So what's the point? We have to get back down to the ground floor. So we're going back to the ground floor. So we're looking for these silver tanks on the left hand side. And then we're going to turn right. We're gonna go through this door. Be careful, those things are heat leeches, so just kill it. Now we're gonna go down this, look for heat leeches, nothing, just go down. Not really much loot down here, except from the spacers. So you can loot their bodies, that's good. I'll show you the way. Now, here we're going to try and pick up some aqueous hematite. Is that what he said it was? Hematite. Because you need it to make the recipe. Is that what he said? Aqueous hematite. So, there's some here on the wall. Pick it up here. There's a bunch here on the wall on the side. And further up there's like a container where you can get some more. As long as you got one or two, it's fine. You don't really need like a whole bunch, but so there's one right behind these containers. It's really hard to get, so just skip it. Kill those spacers, because you gotta clear them out anyway from the mine. Otherwise the Trade Authority will go down. So there. Keep going this way. We're gonna go up here and we're clearing the bodies out, but we're gonna turn right. Yep, so just keep going, and when you see this container, you know you're going in the right direction. Yeah, there's more spacers here. Just keep going, and there, see there, this room here on the right hand side, that's where we're gonna make the recipe. So first you have to contact Cambridge.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Oh, good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
So he gives you a password, but you don't really need it because the thresher just works without it. Don't forget to pick up this key. It's for the elevator, so you can take a shortcut and get out. Thing on the left is called a thresher.
Password accepted. Initiating analysis. Compound analysis complete. Adding to existing notation. Collating. Process complete. You may collect your documentation.
Okay, now you have to go and talk to Cambridge again. Tell them you had finished the recipe.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Okay, so now that we're done, we have to go back to talk to Cambridge. And give him the slate. And he will verify if it's a good chem or not.
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a minor. Or at least don't come trying to be in there.
I'm just gonna jump. No fall damage. Straight to the bar.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
You don't want me to ask for money?
You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, I think everyone benefits. So, you think you can sell him on it? Aw, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Okay, good. So now we have to go back to the Trade Authority and clear Percival's debt. But first we're going to try and get some money out of it. So ask for the money first, and then he's going to give you the option to clear Percival's debt afterwards. So you can do both.
Was there something else?
Choose the first one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Choose any of these.
Aqueous hematite. iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Choose any of these.
An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
Oh, those spacers are very, very dead.
Is that so?
Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
So, ask for the money first, and then he's gonna give you the option to clear Percival's debt afterward.
This is a promising find, certainly. I can see us granting a generous finder's fee in exchange for handing it over. Was that it?
Dr. Walker's debt. Consider it cleared.
There.
Well, it would seem we have a deal then. Here, your finder's fee. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
And now we go back to Lou, and he will give us 500 credits as well.
The miners have a secret about something. Please exercise caution near balcony edges.
Jump.
Worker robot coming through.
You should give that recipe a whirl. Percival's research tends to be pretty sound, and probably less than a 10% chance you go blind. Give Percival my best when you see him. Might be time I start working on some projects of my own. Percival's going to be real glad to have that weight off his shoulders. Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that.
Okay, Lou.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
500 credits, there you go. So the next part is pretty long quest. To be continued, but not today. I got a cold, and so voice is not too good. But anyway, before my voice goes away, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good evening. I don't know if it's evening or not. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.